Corey Miller with Leader.team. So it occurs to me this morning, um, the topic I want to talk about is the language of leadership. I think language is vitally important to leadership. How we talk, the words we use, give us feelings, and the people we lead, feelings, thoughts. It's part of the culture of leadership. So this morning I'm in the drive-thru. I'm going to get a breakfast burrito before I get to work, and I order, and the lady says, "Come on around." And I think to myself, this is different from just saying, pull up, the standard, um, takeaway, to go, fast food mantra. But she says, "Come on around." And now the words she used were different than I normally hear, right, in that scenario, but also the tone. And it gave me a feeling of warmth. Now, her name is Kathy. I pulled around, and just the way in which she talked to me was just completely different from your typical experience in a fast food restaurant, to go line. Now, I'm saying that because I think for years I tried to truly change the way I messaged, the way I talk to people, particularly those on my team. So instead of saying, these people work for me, I tried to always make sure I said, these people work with me, not for me, not in this kind of, subjective or subservient relationship, but worked alongside me. Like I was part of them. I was part of the team, not someone that was supposed to stand out or stick out, that I wasn't just some kind of rock star because my title was CEO or leader, but I worked with people, not people worked for me. The same thing is I maybe it's a neutral word, but for me, it always felt like I don't want to call people employees, like, especially when I was introducing people or talking about them and they're in the same room or could hear a talk later on. And for me to go, we've got 25 employees. I always tried to say team members, because I think there's a feeling in there of saying, when you work with me instead of for me, that you're being very intentional with your language of leadership. And that when you talk in public and you say, or you're introducing people, you don't say my employees, my employees, my employees. That you say my team members. That's the way I message that. That's my language of leadership. But I wanted the feeling to be just like when Kathy said, "Come on around," not pull up to the first window, "Come on around," in her tone. I wanted the feeling to be of warmth, to be of, we're in this together. And so I believe the language of leadership is vitally important when you want to lead on the next level, lead in a totally different way. It means really, reviewing the message, the language that you use in your leadership. Is it compatible with the culture you're trying to create and foster, and the people that you lead? Corey Miller, Leader.team.